but I do want to play. We were talking about President Biden, and you're talking about, Joe Biden actually did a good job addressing the country when he talked about this. And it goes back to what you were saying. He did bring up the Steve Scalise shooting, but listen to everything else he lists after that.
We must not go down this road in America. We've traveled before throughout our history. Violence has never been the answer. Whether it's with members of Congress of both parties being targeted and shot, or a violent mob attacking the Capitol on January 6th.
By the way, real quick, when he was talking about both sides, he was talking about Steve Scalise. He's also talking about it just
Paul
dropped. Who?
Paul Pelosi?
No. You remember the Gabby Giffords?
Oh shoot, that's right.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. No one brings her up. No one brings her up. Oh my God.
Right. So all right, but let's let him finish.
January 6th, or brutal attack on the spouse of former Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, or information and intimidation on election officials, or the kidnapping plot against the sitting governor, or an attempted assassination on Donald Trump. There is no place in America for this kind of violence, or for any violence ever. Period. No exceptions. We can't allow this violence to be normalized.
Yeah, I mean, and again, most of the stuff that he just named are stuff that is caused by these nutballs on the right. Listen, there's always been political discourse, and there's always been this outside sort of thought of, oh my gosh, is somebody going to get, actually, growing up, you didn't really think about political assassinations. You didn't think about that as much. It started to come a little bit more into play. I think people were really scared about Barack Obama and, being the first Black president, that people were afraid that an attempt. And in fact, I've heard plenty of people say, one thing, I'm shocked that nobody's ever taken a shot at Obama. I've heard that before. But you didn't really think that it could happen. But when I heard this the other day, I'm like, I'm not shocked at all. I'm just not.
Neither. I mean, I just thought it would have been I did think it would be a Democrat, some kind of crazy lunatic person, because that's just how it has been, the opposite side. But
I want to point out too, the Steve Scalise one, where none of these are good, and I'm not making excuses for any of them. It was by one of those Bernie bro kind of guys who are almost a little MAGA-ish.
Yes, they are.
Yeah. So, again, there's no scoreboard here. I just do want to point that out, that, it wasn't some leftist, that they call, or some liberal guy that did it. So, again, it's very strange time, Lana, that we live in right now.